Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the News at 5. I'm Marian Davidson here with Chief Meteorologist Curtis Grevenitz. Thanks so much for joining us. Now, our top story, we're going to get right into it. It's wind.
Yeah.
It is howling across basically the entire state.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, take a look at this video behind us. This is in Hamilton. Look at all these trees coming down.
I mean, just a crazy sight there with trees that large just snapping like toothpicks.
Snapping like toothpicks. That's what happens when you have winds gusting 60, 70, 80, 90, even 100 plus miles per hour. Of course, this is over in the Bitterroot, and to see that wind west of the divide even, that's very impressive here. We've got that wind across the city, and throughout the day, reports of wind damage.
You can see that actually behind us right there. All of these are viewer pictures from right here in Lewis and Clark County. Flights in and out of Helena have either been delayed or diverted for passenger safety. Some schools were let out early for student safety in mind. And also, I mean, I know I've seen downed power lines. I know Custer and Montana was blocked off for a while.
Closed right now.
Yep,
Custer,
closed right
Montana.
now. Yeah, I think that was another down power line.
Yep.
I mean, it's just wild across the whole city.
This is not common. A civil emergency message from the Disaster Emergency Services from Lewis and Clark County, Pend Oreille, and Teton counties. Delay your travel plans. Prepare to be without power, maybe until this wind dies down, which will be later tonight into tomorrow. So people could be without power for a while, and it's pretty cold out there as well. Power outages across the area have left many people in the dark as well. And we're going to now toss to our meteorologist, Joey Bianconi, who's been out in some of the wind, tracking the damage.
Winds exceeding 80 miles an hour at times have been in the capital city for most of the day today, toppling over trees like the one you see behind me, huge ones in fact. This is at the VA Center at Fort Harrison. This is just one of many examples of damage across the Helena Valley.
I've been around all parts of Helena multiple times today, witnessing damage firsthand. What started out as just blowing tumbleweeds and dust quickly turned into damage to trees, power lines, and infrastructure. Several large trees could not handle the powerful wind and fell to the ground, like this one in a neighborhood on Cook Street, or this one in the parking lot of Cafe Zydeco. 3 very tall trees fell in Fort Harrison, with one of them even crushing a picnic bench. Northwestern Energy linemen battled the elements to fix a power line at the intersection of Sorensen Road and North Montana Avenue, which was sparking before crews arrived. Multiple trailers were left abandoned on the side of Interstate 15 after crosswinds forced them on their sides. Crews were quick to get these cleared out of the road. Some traffic lights in town are even facing the wrong way. Reporting in Helena, meteorologist Joey Bianconi, MTN News.
All right, thanks, Joey. Be safe out there, everybody. Let's take a look at some of the peak wind gusts that we have seen across the area. I mean, most of the state has experienced gusts 60 to 80 miles per hour. 101 miles per hour right near East Glacier, Browning over 90 miles per hour. The peak wind gust in the Helena Valley, 81 miles per hour. That is powerful. That, of course, can knock down trees and knock over trailers and branches and power lines as well. Well, we are not through with this windstorm just yet. Obviously, that wind is still howling. Most of the state under a high wind warning, winter storm warning for the mountains. Northeast Montana under a blizzard warning through tonight into tomorrow. Yeah, there's that part of the storm. We had thunderstorms, we had heavy rain. Now we're looking at snow showers and snow squalls, and the wind is beginning to die down here. This was somebody up around the Stemple Pass area, battling down trees and the snow and the winds. It's best just to hunker down here tonight. The wind will slowly die down as we go through the next few hours. We'll talk more snow, and when we'll see gusts that will be powerful again, not as bad as this, but powerful again. I'll have more coming up in the full forecast.
Driving high-profile vehicles like semi-trucks, RVs, and buses can be especially dangerous in this kind of weather. MTN's Anissa Coomer reports.
I want to show you you just how strong the wind is right now. This wind gauge is clocking gusts near 70 miles per hour. That's more than enough to tip over a semi, especially empty or lightly loaded ones. We have already seen trucks blown onto their sides across Montana highways today. According to the Montana Trucking Association, it is not just the steady wind, but sudden gusts that catch drivers off guard.
I mean, what they should do is park right now. It's too windy to be driving on the roads right now.
This empty tractor trailer traveling eastbound into Great Falls was blown onto its side by the wind.
There's no weight, no load in these trucks. They're just like fair sales. They just get a tip over.
Joe Bensky with Bensky Towing and Recovery responded to the scene and says crews are not only riding the truck, but also handling a hazardous cleanup.
We're doing a hazmat cleanup right now. We're going to clean up all the fuel and the oil's dripping off. Then we'll be back later tonight to clean up, upright the tractor trailer when the wind dies down to get the road back open.
The driver walked away with only minor cuts and bruises, but Bensky says it's not worth the risk. Other trucks and trailers across central Montana have also toppled as gusts climb over 100 miles per hour in some areas along the Rocky Mountain front. The Montana Trucking Association warns that trucks can become unstable even before winds reach extreme levels.
If you're in a car going around a truck, be careful, because the truck driver may not have full control over the gust. They may swerve a little bit. And so when you pass a truck, all of a sudden there the wind gust is.
Williams says Montana's winds can catch even experienced drivers off guard, especially those unfamiliar with the state's conditions.
There may be drivers that haven't been through Montana much, that maybe aren't quite as aware of what can happen. But most of the drivers, our company, we got a lot of great companies here in Montana that do their best to help train the drivers, and they try to look ahead to see what the wind's going to be like that day.
Officials urge residents to secure outdoor items like lawn furniture and holiday decorations, and to stay away from power lines. Reporting in central Montana, Anissa Coomer, MTN News.
But it's not just drivers feeling the travel difficulties, airline passengers are as well. When gusts increase, airport operations can shift quickly to keep passengers, crews, and aircraft safe. Strong winds can affect takeoffs, landings, and ground operations, sometimes leading to delays or changes in runway use. Airport Director John Faulkner says safety decisions are made in real time, with pilots having the final say on whether conditions are suitable to land.
Most of the time when we have these severe winds, it blows directly down our mainline runway. If we would get a crosswind, we'd have to reevaluate whether we use the crosswind runway or how we accommodate that wind in from the west.
The airport also works closely with the National Weather Service to stay ahead of changing conditions. Travelers are encouraged to monitor airline apps and flight tracking tools, especially during windy weather like this. And in Butte, the picture is not much different. Wind damage there as well. MTN's Megan Thompson takes us to the mining city.
A massive windstorm that is blowing through Butte and southwest Montana has really taken its toll on some evergreen trees. As you can see here, a vehicle has been completely smashed by one of those 100-year-old trees. And that's the case for many places across town as crews work to clear the streets.
It was really windy, and then I just heard this big crack sound.
Christine Martin lives in Butte's Upper West Side neighborhood. She was in her living room when a giant spruce tree toppled onto her car.
Oh, it was so loud. My cat ran and hid immediately. I looked outside and I saw the tree just fall on my car. And then there's another big sound and the rest of the tree came down.
Christine says her tree was likely planted in the 1930s when the house was built.
Just happy no one was hurt and it didn't fall on my house.
Across town, wind damage caused power outages for thousands, including businesses and schools.
Where are the lights at?
Butte School District Number 1 closed all schools for the day, while Butte Central Catholic Schools closed for elementary and middle schoolers. Wind reaching speeds of 60 to 70 miles per hour even took out the MTN News sign on our Montana Street building. Butte Silverbow law enforcement issued an emergency-only travel advisory due to hazardous wind, debris, and downed power lines. Windy conditions are expected to last throughout the evening. In Butte, Megan Thompson, MTN News.
Northwestern Energy's outage map has at least 100 reported outages. Now, I just want to mention, this is across the entire state, and each of those marks, those can be thousands of people per dot there. So just a look at kind of the scope of the damage you're seeing to power lines and power in the area. Now, if you want to check a specific area, you can do so by visiting their website. And in the coming days, a reminder, it is especially important to check your property for any possible wind damage. Look for things like broken windows, loose shingles, or fallen branches. Take clear photos of any damage before calling for repairs. It can help with insurance claims. Be cautious of repair scams, especially contractors asking for large upfront payments. Always verify licenses and references before hiring anyone. And if something feels off, trust your gut and reach out to trusted professionals to get it fixed safely.